Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back with part 2 of showing off the latest plunder that I've acquired over the last little while. Second huge stack of 2023 releases here. So we're just going to jump right into it with a band who's not released an album in 12 years. So it was really exciting to see them come back with a brand new one. This is Vomitory with All Heads Are Gonna Roll. Death metal out of Sweden, been around since 1989. This is their 9th full-length album put out by Metal Blade Records. I want to say, I think it was the title track is what I heard. I think that was the single that they released, and I was just absolutely blown away. I was like, man, these guys are back after 12 years, and they have not lost a step. I cannot wait to jam the rest of it. This next one I have listened to all the way through. Absolutely killer stuff. Cheers to Metalomania for introducing me to this band. But this is Conera with Ominous Ubiquitous. God, I could not read that. The coloring and the font and everything was just kind of making it hard. But yeah, if you're not familiar with Conera, they're a death metal band out of Kansas City, Missouri. Been around since 2016. This is their debut full-length album, independently put out by the band themselves. Just solid, straight-up death metal. Highly recommend checking this band out. Next up, Unspeakable with Gazed Upon the Yellow Sign. Black death metal out of St. Louis, Missouri. Been around since 2016. This is their debut EP put out by Head Split Records. Have not had a chance to listen to all of it. I did listen to a little bit of it before I made a purchase of this, and I believe Necrotic Nick actually mentioned this band in one of his videos, so of course I had to check it out. Really dug what I was hearing, so I of course had to pick up a copy. And of course, the next two actually came from Head Split as well, because you can't just buy one thing from Head Split, even though I have, and sometimes that's really hard to do. But this is Pestigore with Rotten Bowel of Pestigore. Death metal out of Finland, been around since 1990. This is basically a compilation of all the band's demos and rehearsal tapes up until now, put out by Head Split Records. So you have a rehearsal demo, Within the Dark Mist, promo 1992 rehearsal tape, Twisted Perversions, Unbreakable Delight, all from 1992. So yeah, just a little compilation here. Like I said, another one that I've not had a chance to jam the whole thing, but I did listen to a little bit of it on the website, so I could get an idea what they sound like. Sounded interesting, so I thought, why not? Another one, or should I say the next one, is one that I actually know this band. I actually have their debut album, but this is Anthropophagus, Abuse of a Corpse. Death metal out of Montague, Massachusetts. Not exactly sure when they formed, but this is their second full-length album put up by Head Split Records, who also released their 2021 debut, Death Fugue, which is an absolutely savage album. So I'm really looking forward to jamming this one. I saw this on there. I was like, is that the same one? And I looked them up, and I saw it was. I was like, yep, don't even have to hear a song from this. I've got to pick that up. Next one, cheers to my brother from another mother from another country, Bono, over Good Music Promotions. He introduced me to this band, and this is an absolutely killer death metal album. But this is Gaffed with Die Already. Death metal out of Brick, New Jersey. Been around since 1994. I never even knew there was a city called Brick, but hell, we've got a city here in Indiana called Raccoon. So, but yeah. Debut full-length album put out by CDN Records. Just absolutely killer death metal. Cannot recommend this one highly enough. And cheers to Bono for introducing me to this band. It's definitely one I'm going to be keeping an eye on in the future. Next up, Gutted Christ with Hail and Kill. Blackened death metal out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Been around since 2010. This is their second full-length album put out by CDN Records. Again, more savage stuff. Killer death metal with, of course, that blackened tinge to it. Very anti-Christian. They are very pissed off. It's like almost like a more savage-sounding deicide, if you will, in terms of their lyrics. But yeah, killer stuff. Go check them out. This one, every time I hear a song, I've heard a couple different songs from this on Liquid Metal all the time, and I always have to turn the volume up. This album is so damn good. This is the new Frozen Soul with Glacial Domination. Band I really shouldn't need to introduce by now. Death metal from Fort Worth, Texas. Been around since 2018. This is their second full-length album, put out by Century Media Records. And, this is just another prime example of why Texas has one of the best extreme metal scenes that there is right now. Just absolutely crushing death metal. If you've not checked this out, go check it out. Next one, people make fun of this artwork. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it's definitely a little funny looking, but I mean, it's not as bad as people are making it out to be and being dicks about it. But this is the new Cattle Decapitation with Terracite. Progressive death metal / grindcore out of San Diego, California. Been around since 1996. This is their 10th full-length album out on Metal Blade Records. And I've only listened to it once, but man, this is so damn good. It's like, I think, 52 minutes long, which, you see that and you're just like, oh, damn, that's a long time. But this flows so well, and you get so hooked and just so into it that you don't even realize that it's gone by that long. Really good album. After one spin, cannot wait to spend some more time with it. All right, the notes all flipped around here. Next one I have not had a chance to listen to, but I loved their first one, so of course had to pick this up when it came out for pre-order. This is a Limb Splitter with Grisly Exploitations of Flesh. Sorry, the way they wrote it on the front, I couldn't hardly read it. But yeah, brutal death metal out of Cleveland, Ohio. Been around since 2013. This is their second full-length album put out by Bladed Records. Like I said, I have not had a chance to listen to this one, but their first one was just absolutely savage stuff, so I cannot wait to check it out. Next up, Chrome Waves with Earth Will Shed Its Skin. Post-black metal out of Chicago, Illinois. Been around since 2010. This is their fourth full-length album put out by M Theory Audio. I have one other album of theirs, and I have that signed by Dustin Boltius from Flesher, formerly of Demiricus, because he was in this project at the time. He is not on this album. He is no longer with that project, which sucks, but he's got a lot of cool stuff going right now. But yeah, have not had a chance to listen to anything from this yet. But again, another one that I cannot wait to spend some time with. This one, had a promo for it. Still on my list of stuff to do. I have been really behind on reviews, and I apologize for that. But this is Wild Beyond with their self-titled. Black Thrash from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Been around since 2021. This actually features Morgue Blade bassist Jim Viola on bass, guitars, and keyboards. And this is their debut full-length album put out by Gates of Hell Records. Awesome black thrash. I really love this album. I cannot wait to finally do a review of this and really give you my in-depth thoughts on it, because there's some really cool stuff going on with this album. Next up, Grote with Beneath the Waves of Eternity. Black metal out of Chicago, Illinois. Not exactly sure when this project formed. It is the debut full-length album put out by the band themselves. They do have a EP previous to this called Hymns of the Woodland that came out in 2021, which I have digitally. I know that Houston, the kind of main gal behind this band, has said that she's going to be putting out more CD copies of that soon. I really hope so, because I really want that on CD. This actually came out originally just digitally, and they finally put out some CDs of it. And as you can see, hopefully she was kind enough to sign that for me. But yeah, this is just some awesome sounding black metal. The vocals are just this sounds so tortured. They have that really old school black metal feel to them, kind of not quite like Hat from Gorgoroth, but definitely getting there. You could even say like Zath's or even Leviathan type, style of vocals. Even the production kind of reminds you of that a little bit at times. But really good stuff. Go check this out. And last one, was certainly not least, one that I think everybody that at least that I know of was pretty excited to check out, and this is not disappointed in the least. I've listened to it a couple different times now, but we got the brand new one from the legendary band Immortal, entitled War Against All. Again, a band I really shouldn't have to talk too much about. Black metal from Norway, been around since 1991. This is their 10th full-length album put out by Nuclear Blast. And as soon as I heard the title track, which was the lead single from this, I knew this was going to be good. And, you know, Demonaz has not disappointed. And a lot of people are saying this is proof that Demonaz is the heart of Immortal. And I've got to say, it's definitely making me agree with that sentiment, because this is just an absolutely savage sounding album. Has real old school Immortal vibes to it. I get a lot of pure Holocaust. Some people even say they hear Blizzard Beasts in there, but I definitely get some pure Holocaust out of this. Really killer stuff. Go check this out. And that is going to do it. Like I said, I had a ton of 2023 releases that I've picked up lately, so I wanted to get this knocked out. And yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.